So just heading to the Stockbridge area of Edinburgh to go to the pet store to get Magnus's food for the week. It's pretty wet outside, but Magnus seems to be up for the walk. A little doggy on the walk. We've had a nice little sniff of each other. Magnus is doing really well with other dogs now. He knows what they are. And he's quite happy to have a little sniff. So we've arrived at the pet store Just Dogs in Stockbridge. This is where we get Magnus's food for the week, his natural instincts. So Magnus just stopped here, weren't sure, had you seen a cat? Is it a small animal? Perhaps it's a squirrel? Perhaps a little rabbit? So what's he looking at? What kind of strange creature is it? Oh, it turns out it was a little fairy. The rain was pretty heavy outside and we were all very soaked, so time to dry Magnus off with a little towel. He does like a little bit of toweling off and getting nice and dry, don't you, buddy? Okay, Magnus, now time to get your feet dried. Magnus, come on. Alright, so we've got a little damp cloth here with some warm soapy water in there. Just to get Magnus's feet cleaned off, make sure there's no bits of glass or debris embedded in his toes, nothing that causes him any harm or discomfort, and just get the mud off so he's not traipsing mud all through the house. So he's very good about lifting his foot up. Greyhounds are usually good about getting handled and touched, and if I tap his leg, he generally lifts his leg up for me, so he's very good that way about letting us clean his feet. Alright, Magnus, paw. Alright, good boy. And that's you all nice and clean, Magnus. Yeah, good boy. Is that good? Yep. Get your back paws too. So we picked up Magnus's food for the week. Got some Natural Instincts working dog. Got some chicken and lamb and some beef. These 1 kilogram tubs. And a little dental chew stick for him as well. So hopefully enjoy this week's dinner. Greyhounds generally don't have much of a dog smell, but their dog beds can start to smell a little bit, so we like to do some laundry and get Magnus's bedding cleaned as often as we can. So generally we'll do this once a week. We've got multiple duvet covers which we can swap out and get one washed while one is on the bed, so this helps. But nice and clean for Magnus, just to snuggle in there without any dog smell lingering in the house. So nice comfy bed there for Magnus. Got a little duvet in there, all covered up, and he does like his little den A little place to get a little shut-eye in nap time, don't you, Magnus? Yeah. So we get asked a lot of questions about Magnus and his muzzle. This is his muzzle here. This was given to us by the rehoming centre when we adopted Magnus. And Magnus wore it for the first few weeks out on our walks just to make sure he was nice and safe. Not that he's a dangerous dog, but he has been trained to chase small animals, and we don't want him chasing after a squirrel or after a cat or doing anything that way. So this keeps Magnus safe from any harm. Doesn't mean he's dangerous, just basically he's got that prey drive and it has been trained. So on his walks, he'll be wearing that. He doesn't wear it so much now. We're pretty good about keeping him a short lead and under control. But when he does go to his daycare or his dog walking, he will be wearing the muzzle there because there's lots of dogs coming in and out. And just to keep Magnus safe, and since he's a bigger dog, not to get any blame put on him for snapping or growling at a dog. So he's got the muzzle on just to keep him safe. He has got very thin skin, so it saves him getting damaged as well. But if you see a greyhound with a muzzle on, it's not because they're dangerous, just because of that prey drive. They've been trained to chase and just to keep them safe. So don't be scared of any greyhound you see wearing a muzzle. So even though we're not using the muzzle at the moment, we have it handy. Again, if we're going to daycare or going anywhere like the vet and he's got to get a procedure done, just having the muzzle can be quite useful. But that's the muzzle there. Nothing to worry about, just keeps him safe. Just taking Magnus for his last walk of the day. He just saw a squirrel, so he's a little bit on the prowl. But that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon for more Magnus videos. And if you've got any questions, just pop it in the comments below and I'll try and answer them as best I can. Bye for now.